Hello and welcome to this very special live show. And Rahul and Snehashish are joining us from the Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium from Guwahati, where Team India will take on Afghanistan in the return leg of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The match in Damak, it was a nil-nil draw, which brought up many, dissatisfactions among the fans. The fans were not very much happy with the result, but here it is at the Guwahati Stadium. They will be playing the second leg of the encounter. So before I start, Snehashish and Rahul, happy Holi to you. I guess you have seen my pictures and the colors
Happy
have
Holi,
not.
happy Holi to every viewers in Ref
Yes,
Sports.
happy Holi.
Happy Holi. And first, tell me, how is the temperature and the climate over there? Is it good for playing football?
Currently, it is raining, and of course, if it rains, then you are gifted if you play football in rain. But today, it's because due to Holi, there's not much excitement, not much crowd. Hardly you can see 5 to 6 people standing in the queue for tickets. But I think the picture will be different tomorrow, as the locals are saying that a lot of Manipuri crowd is going to come tomorrow in the AM.
Morning.
So tomorrow, I think, without any doubt, as the locals are suggesting, it will be full packed stadium, which will witness the India versus Afghanistan game.
Yes, because last time in Northeast region we have seen in the Tri Nation Cup it was a packed stadium at Manipur, and the crowd never fails us to disappoint. But coming to the press conference, we have seen your video. You have given us a lot of updates. But Snehashish, coming to you, give me two main high points from the press conference that you remember.
If you tell me the high points, then for the Afghanistan press conference, it's obviously the tomorrow will be the last game for Amidi. Amidi has indicated that tomorrow he will play for the last time for Afghanistan, and it was quite emotional moment for him. And he also thanked Ashley Westwood for his contribution so far for the Afghanistan. And from Indian perspective, Igor Stimac said it was quite surprising. Also, Igor Stimac said that India will definitely, again he said that India will definitely qualify for the third round, and if it doesn't happen, then he will he will resign from the spot, and with pride, and he will give to another man. So I think that's a bold statement from the coach. And everyone knows that tomorrow is another milestone for Sunil Chhetri, the great leader, 158th match. But he also mentioned that 158th match is another milestone for him. But he wants to focus on the match, as the match is very crucial for India.
uh, as the legend speaks, it's just another match, but we all know playing 150 games for the national team is not a piece of joke. Rahul, coming to
Especially
you.
from India.
Abs- uh,
Especially from India.
yeah, absolutely, especially from India. And Harun Fakhruddin Amidi, he also had a glorious career coming from Afghanistan with so many difficulties, playing so many matches. Rahul and I, we have some personal connect with Amiri. Funny guy, and it's great to see he had such a glorious career. But unfortunately, I won't be praying for his victory on the retirement day. But Rahul, coming to you, uh, we have during the I League we have been listening to this question very much. How is the mood in the camp? So, if I may ask you, how is the mood in the camp? What is the body language of the coach and the players? If you have seen from the press conference.
If you ask me about how's the body language of the coach, only in press conference, only coach and Sunil Chhetri was present. I think the coach is chill as he used to be
Always.
every time. He's not bothered about the result in the last game, also the AFC Asian Cup debacle. But yeah, he bit frustrated with the missing lot of chances in the last game, and that's what he would like to rectify. That's what he want his boys, to do well in the upcoming game. And also he has indicated that in the tomorrow's game we might see at least 3 to 4 changes, and especially in the attacking front, because last game, though Manvir scored the opening goal in this AFC Asian Cup campaign against Kuwait, but Manvir has been off color against Afghanistan. So that's where I think coach might start with Mahesh Naurem. And also I think Vikram Pratap Singh, I know he's a energetic striker as well, but he was also, same. His mark sheet was also not so impressive against Afghanistan, and that's where I think Brendan Fernandez might make it to the 11 from the beginning. And mood, if you see, I think all the boys are poised to do well against Afghanistan because it's basically a do or die clash. Because if they cannot manage 3 points from this game, I think things will get difficult because now they will have to manage at least 3 points from Kuwait. Against Qatar is impossible to get 3 points, but against Kuwait it will be difficult because this time the Kuwait they will face will be a rejuvenated team, not that Kuwait that they have beaten in the home. So India will have to manage to get 3 points from tomorrow's game.
Yeah, absolutely. And against Qatar, both the matches have been played, but Afghanistan and Kuwait matches are left, and it's very important. And we have a question: what did the coach say, Rahul?
The coach said, as Neasis said in the beginning, that coach is confident that India will make it to the third round in the FIFA World Cup qualifier. He has emphasized this thing every time, and today also he promised in the press conference. And another important thing he has pointed out again, before also I think he has pointed out that the missing chances, this kind of thing, the strikers lacking goal scoring opportunities, this thing has been hurting Igor Stimac and his team since last 5 years. And coach thinks that only time we can solve this issue if we at least allow Indian strikers to play in place of foreign striker. If you noticed well, then I think in ISL, most of the team except Bengaluru and Mumbai, they are playing foreign striker, in the attacking position, and that's where I think we are lacking. That's where I think our talented Indian strikers are not getting the chances to showcase their abilities, and that's what coach indicated in today's press conference.
Absolutely, and missing chances always hurt much. I'll come back to the technical parts and the game, but Snehajish, before that, when you landed in Guwahati and from the airport to the hotel and the stadium, what was the mood in the city? Do you see banners getting lot of banners, or even the taxi drivers or the auto drivers? There is a buzz in the city with the match.
Yeah, not so much because we landed at early morning. But when we, came close to the hotel side, there were many banners and people were saying, like the cab drivers were mentioning that tomorrow India match is there. So we had a chat also with him, and he also said that okay, so India match is going to happen or happen. That chat we had, and but I will say that when we came to the stadium, many people are there, but as Rahul mentioned that still due to maybe Holi, the crowd is not so much today. But as Rahul also mentioned that tomorrow morning it is expected to have a bigger crowd here, and it is expected to have a full crowd in the match.
Okay, and as the report says, there might be 23,000 people, spectators in the ground, which is a good number, and the home crowd always supports us. But Rahul, coming to you, defensively, do you see defensive changes also? As you mentioned, there might be changes in the attacking front. Do you see any defensive changes also coming in the match?
I don't see any changes because why fix a thing when it's not broken? Because coach also pointed out in the press conference that he is happy with the defensive performance against Afghanistan in the last game. And if you see only I think 3 or 4 times when there was a small gap in the Indians' defense, and that's where coach pointed out that these are the things that they need to avoid while playing tomorrow's game, because in front of home crowd they need to ensure that they leave the ground with 3 points. But I don't see any changes because Anwar Ali and Rahul Beke, I think they were solid against Afghanistan. But as I told you that in the midfield position, I think we need few changes. Instead of Jixan Singh, I would expect Anirudh Thapa to start, because if Anirudh Thapa play, he will not be that kind of defensive midfielder. He can play the attacking midfield role. So he can put pressure on Afghanistan defense in the opposite, and that's what will make the job easier for Indian defenders as well.
Okay, Snehash, coming to you from Afghanistan's perspective, you have attended the press conference. What do you have to say about their body language? How are they planning to go into the match? Do you have any idea about that?
Both Ashley Oostwood and Amiri looked confident ahead of the match, but one thing I would like to mention that Oostwood has said that India are clearly favorites to win the game. He clearly mentioned that in terms of ranking, in terms of current form, and especially when India playing in front of the home crowd at home, it is absolutely India the clear favorites to win the game. But they are very happy with the fight they have shown in the previous match, so they are very confident to show the fight again tomorrow's match. And especially Amini mentioned when he confirmed that tomorrow it will be his last game. He mentioned that as this is going to be his last game, he and his team will look to give all of their energy into the game to win this game for coach and every Afghan supporter. So I think in terms of body language, they are very confident after the last show against India, and hopefully a great match waiting tomorrow.
Absolutely, and taking the cue from Snehash's answer, as Snehashi said that they will be going all guns blazing, and Afghanistan have nothing to lose, but India have many things to lose, right? So, do you think that this favorites tag actually might put India into pressure going into this match?
Yeah, I completely believe. I think that's a tactical move by Ashley Westwood. He's an experienced coach, has spent so many years in Indian team, and he is just putting India as a favorite win. He's just piling on the pressure on Igor Stimac and his boys. Ahead of such a crucial game. And of course, Afghanistan will be underdog, and I think that's what Ashley Westwood want, because in the last game also, there are a lot of expectation from Indian team, and we all thought that Afghanistan are the underdogs, but Afghanistan has showcase their capital. And in this game as well, I think Afghanistan are very well poised to spoil India's party in front of the packed crowd. Because all of their boys, I think there won't be much pressure on them, because almost their hopes are diminished for qualifying into the third round. And that's why I think Amiri is also retiring, in middle of this World Cup qualifier. So, and for now, I think they registered disappointing result against Kuwait and Qatar, and for them, they made an outstanding comeback. And obviously I think they are very well capable of either salvaging a draw, or either they can also
Or
ruin
maybe a
India's
shocking win.
party as well.
Maybe a shocking win.
Absolutely. And there are three candidates in the Afghanistan side: Sharif Muhammad, Harun Amiri, and the coach Ashley Westwood, who are well poised with Indian football. Sharif Muhammad have won back-to-back I-Leagues. Harun Amiri have played almost a decade in Indian
Multiple
football.
Indian clubs.
Yeah, absolutely. So they know what the grounds has to offer. They know what the crowd has to offer, and they should provide some important insights to their teammates also, up to what to expect from the Indian crowd. So Ashish, I think today at 7 p.m. the Indian team will be practicing.
Yes, yes, yes. At 7.
So yeah, so what are the expectations from the training? Any updates that you are looking forward to? Any expectations you look forward to in this training session?
Look, Sahal Abdul Samad, as we all know, that he is out of the, out for 2 weeks. So he has not traveled, I think, with the team. So he will be not there. And in the press conference, coach was asked about any other injury update, but he didn't add any name as of now. So it will be interesting to see in the training update if there is any more, any more players with, any knock or something. But the more focus will be on the players with whom Igor Stimac, will be, more, pushing, or, having some special drills or something, because that will, give some indication that who will be the first playing 11s maybe. So that will help us to identify maybe these 11 players will might get onto the field against Afghanistan tomorrow. Otherwise, otherwise, I think there is not so much to look forward into this practice session.
Rahul, same question to you. What do you look forward before I end?
For me, I think the defense is not in spot of bother for Igor Stimac. Obviously, I think they did well against Afghanistan in the last game. I think the attack and midfield is in spot of bother. I think that's what they will need to focus on in tonight's training session. There need to be better transition between midfield and attackers. The midfield, especially Apuya or Jixon Singh, need to find the pockets in the ground, and also they need to do well the link up between them and the attackers up front, because everyone is blaming Sunil Chhetri for not scoring goal, but very few notice that how many opportunities Sunil Chhetri is getting in the games. That's where I think whether Apuya, whether Lalinjwala, Changte or Manveer Singh, whoever is playing, they need to ensure that Chetri is getting goal scoring opportunities, and that's what will augur well for Indian team in tomorrow's game.
Absolutely. So before I end, I put my request to you both as to whom to focus in today's game. I really want to look forward to listening to body language of Sunil Chhetri before his 150th game. I really hope that he is in a positive mood and he gets the goal that he has been waiting for the last few games. I want to know about the young stars who might get a chance, especially Vikram Pratap Singh. After that hat trick in ISL, we had huge expectations from the team, and the other at a point where we are looking forward to someone to replace Sunil Chhetri. I think Vikram Pratap Singh has a great opportunity right now ahead of him in this all important fixture. So we will be waiting for your updates after the training session, and that's all for now. Great to join you both and enjoy the next 1.5 hours, and then we'll be waiting for your updates from the training ground. Thank you so much.
Sure.